Hi, good morning. Can you please be patient? I um, sound. Internal speaker effects through microphone. Samsung microphone. Is that working? Did it work, or is it? Hang on, let me get this one. Microphone. Is that working? It's faint. I'm just going to unplug this one. I'll take this off, and hopefully things will work. Hang on. Output. That scruffed up my hair, didn't it? And hopefully, can you hear me? Hoping that that's actually fixed it. It was to do with a setting in the sound setting in settings. I've been up since 6 a.m. and I had to turn the computer off completely last night. This is how long it takes now for it to reboot and do things. And then as it started, it did an upgrade to the back end work, it, like the Windows, but on a Mac, it's the Mac OS. And that has taken till now to load up. It was 5 minutes before I started. And then oh gosh, you can't hear me properly. Hold on, let me see if I can bring that even closer. And the microphone should be working fairly clearly. I've got it here. See, here it is. This is the other microphone, the one that I usually use. I'm bringing it closer just to make sure it is going to be going through. Oh, now I've got the bloody cord's tangled up now. There's not one thing, it's another. Thank you for being so patient with my system. Oh gosh, computers, eh? So there you go. Now let me start. I'm only on Ecamm and I'm only through Google Chrome with nothing else that I've started up. That's how raw, like at the bottom end, this is. And this is going to, good morning, Corinna. It is going to just the Facebook page and the YouTube channel. So it's the one with the cartoony avatar. That's the only one. If you see anyone looking around for it on my profile, it won't be working. I haven't got it there. New hour cushion. Oh, I've done that one. For that little cushion was done ages ago, Kim. It's just been hiding behind me as I've sat here. You can't see it, see? Oh, jingies. Yeah, yeah. Do you have sound? You do have sound now, I gather. Yeah, yeah. So, okay, I'll skip all those comments and go, morning, Caitlin. It's lovely to see you here. We've got the stream elements. I do have the, there you see, I had trouble with the tech. That's the YouTube channel avatar, and this one here is the Facebook page avatar. I haven't got the profile going, so that's fine. There you go, I'm all good. Good, thank you. Thank you for having some patience with me. Kim, is the sound still faint to your end? I've got it as set as far as I can here, I think, so that this is actually the normal setting that I've had for a long time before I'm trying to introduce this new microphone, but I think I won't be doing that. And that's better. So it's, yeah, cool. That's straight with what we have as the producer, the old one. That's sad. There we go. And you couldn't hear it all, Caitlin. And then you put the volume up really big. And I'm showing these titles because there you go, the subtitles. Sometimes subtitles are a good thing, aren't they? Absolutely. Kim's laughing her head off. Thank you. Now, there we go. And Caitlin, you feel so blessed to have hearing. Imagine those whose hearing every day. I feel for them. Oh, there's different ways of appreciating life, though, even when you do have hearing difficulties. I probably will end up learning that. My parents went deaf in their older age, so, the experience will probably be there. And Annette, oh, thank you, and welcome. First time I think I've seen your avatar and your face there. That's wonderful. Thank you. And sound all good here? Good. Um, Wonderful. So, and I'm either needing extra pair of ears or it's technology. Could be the tech, Caitlin. See if you can hear it better now. Anyway, we're going to move on to the cards now. Connect in with your psychic senses, your spiritual realm, all that you can. And Shaz, good morning. How are you? Hard to hear you. I can't do anything more about it. There's something with what I have here, and I don't know what happened with the upgrade. I've got it at the settings that I would have had previously. So the only other thing I can try is, let's see if I can go to the internal microphone, the built-in one. Is there any difference in that one compared to using the Producer Pro? I think in the settings itself, oh, good heavens. Caitlin, you've got your phone to your ears. Oh, my goodness. Has it changed with going to the internal microphone? Uh, and Kim, pardon, lots of lanes. I was strained the ears to listen this morning. Oh, my goodness. That sounds horrendous. So, holy crap. Oh, I like that comment. The holy crap one. That's cool. I love that. So it was a huge difference. So you can hear better now then. Ah, cool. There's something with the microphone settings then. I'll have to chase it up in the actual back end of the settings. There's nothing that I changed besides the upgrade that did itself this morning when I wasn't expecting it. Oh dear. And where it just came up heaps and it's saying, oh, yeah, well, there you go. And this is just the internal microphone from the computer from the sound of it. Okay. Oh, sorry. Sorry, Kim, if it scared you. Oops. I should have given a bit more warning, shouldn't I? Whoops. Go down. Go on, stubborn thing. We're going over to the cards now. So here we go. There we go. Oh, gee, I forgot to actually make sure I'd lined them up properly. Oh, this was it. It's been one of those mornings, I tell you, from being up from 6 o'clock because I knew I'd have a bit of time I had to do this. Ah, there you go. Now, for Annette, the card deck that I'm using, just in case you haven't seen this before, is the Fairy Tale Lenormand deck, and it's a really lovely deck. I want to get into it in a little more depth, taking a little more time with these for the moment until I become familiar with what is the story behind. Oh, now I haven't got a pencil again. Be the old HB. The story behind what is the fairy tales and what they have in the meanings with the guidebook. I really don't normally read from a guidebook, but I have been through this last month. Well, how long have I been using it? This is a little guidebook that comes with it. So let's just go over. Oh, there's a few more. There we go. There you go. Caitlin, jeepers, thank you for the big morning wake up with your voice getting louder. Yeah, I switched microphones, Caitlin. So there you go. Well, I switched completely just to the internal. So I'll just zoom these up a little bit just so that I can get like what we've got. No, I won't yet. Silly me. Because what I want is actually the card here so you can have the owl card first. And that is those who fly solo have the strongest wings. I reshuffled these for this morning, the start of a new month, so that it brings us, use those wings, make your, do that so that he's going to strengthen you. And now, of course, it's not going to come into focus. Here we go. Those who fly solo have the strongest wings. Those moments, remember, if you're doing things on your own, how much stronger you're going to be than what potentially others may be. Practice, continue, do whatever you need to actually gain your own strength in whatever way that is what I'm feeling around that. So there we go. I just saw a piece of fluff there. Can I hide it? I try to keep this nice cloth clean. Right, so what we've got, Crossroads, Dog and Sire, the supporting the book in the way that I'm using this fan spread that's mentioned in this little guidebook. It's definitely not one that I've been familiar with, but we're becoming familiar with it now. I'm actually quite liking it in the way that it does detail what is the basis of the day. You're holding on to that fan. These are the spines that hold what is between. And you can almost imagine it like a duck with webbed feet, and how the webbing between what is the toes really supports and carries that duck through the water as they're swimming or flying. The fan, as it cools you, all sorts of ways that we can actually gain the grounding from this. It could be the trunk of a tree with the branches and the leaves. So here we have, initially I'm starting with that is the fan. So we're going to start with the Crossroads. And, good morning, Michaela. Lovely to see you here. You made it just in time for the reading part. I have had some issues and running late too this morning. So here we go. Now with the Crossroads, it is decision making and that type of thing. What this little guidebook has is the keywords, of course, and it's a path, decision, direction, and choices. Now the path that this is the story that is brought to life with the guidebook here. So the path taken remains a quintessential motif in a world of fairy tales. Many a hero or heroine is made at this crucial point, so the road you take will influence everything else that happens. Where the crossroad appears in your spread, you have choices to make. Which directions will be the best for you? There are many hidden faces here. And when you do look closer, and this is where I need to pan in, zoom in and go up to the cards a little closer. There we go. So when you do look more closely, there are faces all the way through on the artwork in this deck. Most of the cards have this type of hidden realm of different faces, different things you see once you really look at the card. Hard to do on this camera that I've got, but to really zoom in properly to get it clear. So this is as good as that's going to get for now. So we've made the decision. That's where there's been something or going to be something early in the day that's going to make that, there's a choice, a decision. There are many hidden faces here. These are your subconscious thoughts helping you make the most of this card. So do you take the left or the right path? Here we're trusting what our inner body is telling us. You must weigh all possibilities to make the right decision. The card won't give you all the answers, but the nearby ones might help clarify the situation. So pay attention to all the options available to you. The closer the card that represents you, that's just for the grunt to blow. So sometimes the worst thing is that you don't make a decision at all. So here we are, it's decision making time. So there's something that's going to come up along that line. Now with the dog, I think I have read this story on one of them previously as well. So with the dog, we have correlating to a heart card, the pips. I think they call those the pips when you're using that in respect of that comparison with the normal playing deck. But the dog, his or hers, the keywords for the dog is trust, loyalty, friends, dependability. So and this is the name of the fairy tale, in the Elephant and the Dog, The Sultan's elephant stopped eating when his loyal companion was taken away. The Sultan is very upset when his favourite psychoderm nearly dies without his canine companion. No one understood the nature of support the dog gave to his jumbo friend, but the dog is returned just in time. Here we see the dog and elephant sharing a meal in a jewelled bowl. You can just see the elephant's trunk there. And there is the elephant nearly dying, but this is the revived elephant's trunk, and they're sharing that meal. Well, I think that's the nearly dying one. It's not this trunk going around a corner. You know what I mean. So, anyway, the elephant reaches in to reassure himself that his world is right again. He eats with the dog because he feels safe. Dog proved himself to be a trustworthy, reliable companion even when he was tossed aside by others. The dog card is someone you can count on when things get rough. So if you have difficult cards close, the side might be. But anyway, if you have a difficult card close, this dog is the one to look for to get help. So trust is a key quality in this card. Nearby person card, no, that's not to do with this. And no, that's all right. That's the rest. That's that story. So here we have decisions, choices, trust. And with the scythe card, this one is an interesting one. We've had this one a few times through this last couple of weeks. So this one is keywords: cutting, swift repercussions, accidents, danger, removal. So the tale for this one is the husband who was to mind the house. And it is about a husband who harangues his wife. He tells her he can do what she can do, but do it better. Hang on, let me read it. He tells her he can do what she does, but she can't do his job. So basically, he can do her job better than she can do his. So the wife goes out in the fields, leaving her husband behind to be the housewife. While she accomplishes her task, the husband has a series of accidents and disasters that include a cow hanging from a rope. I have no idea how a person can get a cow hanging from a rope. Anyway, the wife has to act swiftly to correct all of his mistakes. But the mishaps that have already occurred can only be remedied. There's no way to rectify the damage done. So pay attention to the imminent danger the scythe points toward. The scythe is swift and sharp, and don't put yourself in harm's way if you can avoid it. So pay attention to nearby cards to determine how best. Now, this one is pretty much, it's pointing, see the scythe itself is pointing outwards, so this is towards the future. Something to be wary of, so I think we're getting that warning of wariness. Be careful, we've got choices to be made, and trust your instincts. Trust what you feel, and avoid what might be something that's going to be a danger sign. Feel into that. And then we have our book card. I love the book card. And I love your comments here, Caitlin. Yes, absolutely spot on with the dogs. They are our best mates. Fully agree with you there, except when they bark all the time at the wrong things. Looking after my daughter's two dogs, and it's becoming a challenge. And Bloody Mars, are swimming amazing. Absolutely. Can't agree with you more there. So there you go. And Sandra, good morning to you. You've always been a visual person, but you're enjoying the stories associated with the cards. Yeah. Thanks, Ros. I'm learning so much more about the fairy tales. And that's why I decided when I can, I'll spend a little bit extra time to do it while we become familiar with the fairy tales. And I won't have to use the guide book itself, but know what the basis of the stories are about. Because the book is really interesting as well. I mean, I am currently writing, so it means a heck of a lot more to me personally now. Seeing these cards, they definitely are a personal pathway as we're pulling these together. And the book card, whoops, just turn the page. Oh, where am I? Book is 26. I was totally on the wrong spot there, wasn't I? I was still on the side. It's secrets, studies, and knowledge, and I love it that it is the secrets revealed. So much that can be written and created in worlds apart from what we live in as our everyday life. It's very revealing, and especially the secrets. And a grimoire is our own personal writings. This is actually a grimoire. Oh, look, I'll read. I'll read. See, I'm becoming a little more familiar with it now already. Secret Studies Knowledge. Here is the book of all of the tales of all of the peoples of the world. Fairy tales have been told person to person, tribe to tribe, and family to family for as long as we can remember. This is the universal teaching method of the world. Read a fairy tale to learn the knowledge of a people. Here you can see the quintessential grimoire of the magic worker. Whoops, trying to find my pencil without looking at it. Research, secrets, and investigation are the message of the book. So, when you crack the cover, you will find a treasury of magic mysteries and more. So, we've chosen to honour, they've chosen, the people who've created this deck, they've chosen to honour the Grimm brothers in their spelling of the grimoire. And as we can see in there is grimoire with the double M. Lovely. Like they did, you'll find that research is called for if this card falls close to your question. So there are many secrets yet to be revealed, and that is the adventure of writing. Symbols flow out of the book, but can you grasp them, or will they float away? See all of this here? It's a lovely depiction of what my current interest life is involving. It's just wonderful. Hidden in these pages is the wisdom you seek, the knowledge you yearn for. When the book opens in your spread, know that you may not have all the facts yet, but they are coming to you. So secrets will reveal themselves. Become a student of your own life so that you're prepared to receive the information. The book can also indicate material success that comes from acquiring knowledge. So continued learning and progressing in our knowledge is never a wasted effort. It's always going to be something that brings forward what we need to know first, but it's not always that instant harvest either. It can be what we have as an extended sense of gratification for later, but we live through the experience of it now. And today, our focus is on that we choose, we decide, we trust what we feel inside. As far as for when it comes to writing, there's a part of it that's called editing, and here's the cutting scythe, and leave stuff out, change it round in whatever way that it's going to be the best format, the best words, the what can be in this book that shifts out and moves into the world, is born almost. It's a wonderful spread. That's how I'm going to leave it as my explanation of what this set of cards are meaning for us today. So, and Sandra, you would have a different interpretation, probably with a slightly more succinct way of summarising it than I do, and each and every one of us would, if we put our minds to just writing a sentence. What does that set of cards mean for you today personally? It'd be lovely if you could, if you want to, leave a comment like that at the end of this. So thank you, and especially at the and Caitlin, and especially at the telly when there is dogs on there. Oh my God, JC's on there telly. Not in real life. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, the barking. I know what you were referencing. For my the two that are here, it's anyone walking past. So, yes, it is lovely. Thanks, Shaz. And thank you from Michaela. It's wonderful to have you all here again. Thank you. And thank you from Caitlin. So, in the comment stream, you will find the link to the Psychic Online, thatpsychic.online, the current page that I'm still trying to build. So much of this stuff takes time, doesn't it? But that's there for anyone that would like any readings. If there's a different way you'd like your reading, certainly get in touch with me through the Facebook or other avenues. I think I've got as much information there as I can put. And And oh, thank you, Sandra. Always accurate. Love what you do. Oh, thank you, Sandra, because you're excellent in what you do too with your interpretations. I love how you interpret as well. And thank you for the reading from Caitlin. And thank you from Kim to everyone. Have a great day. Woof them when the neighbours do anything. Oh yeah, yeah, they do woof when the neighbours do anything. They car doors opening, all that sort of stuff. And there you go, Caitlin saying Kim and hugs to Kim. Yes, thank you for all of that. I love our caring little family that we've created here. Thank you so much for being part of it. Keep being the best you, and I'll catch you tomorrow morning. It will be shorter because it's a work day tomorrow. Just a pre-warning. And look, even if I have to get up at 5:30, I hope I don't have to reboot a computer again. Be your best. Until tomorrow. Namaste.